AskReddit by the Janit Sikla 44. What do you think every person should experience at least once in their lifetime? Removed. Being loved by someone unconditionally. And X200B. Addendum. I want to specially say that you should not expect anyone to love you unconditionally. If someone do, they either love their idea of you or they don't understand themselves. With that being said, I still think everyone should experience once how it feels to be loved by someone unconditionally. Temporarily being fully alone. When I moved to a new city alone and didn't know anyone, it was the loneliest I've ever been, but that time taught me so much. Starting fresh alone in a nice city is a wonderful feeling. Lonely, yes, but also free. Removed. Having grown up in poverty in the ghetto, I'd say my standards for those two are rock bottom, so I'd say I have them now that I'm in neither today. Half this thread is you should suffer like I suffer, and half of you are like I hope you experience love and all the very best. Let's make it average. You should suffer all the best love. Being raised by two loving parents. Missed out on that by a mile. I never realized how privileged I was until I grew up. You assume when you are younger that everyone is in the same situation as you. I have a wonderful family whom I am still close to. I never take that for granted. I wish you love and happiness. A healthy, loving relationship. Feeling down about something and having someone else notice and come silently comfort you without you having to ask. I was hanging out with a friend a while back and she was quiet and damp. IDK, I just felt she needed a hug, so I gave her one and she just silently started sobbing into my chest. Felt nice to be that person too. A best friend who sees you through thick and thin. I consider my wife my best friend, and it's true. We make each other laugh, and luckily she finally caved and started playing board games with me. That being said, there is a part of me that will always feel a little hollow. I have no pure friendships. Growing up, I kind of told myself I didn't need friends. A lot of this came from having two of the closest friends I've ever had abandon me. I've always had an easy time meeting people and even starting new friendships, but god am I poor at keeping it going. Now that I'm older, it's a real regret of mine and I envy those with tight-knit friends. A deep bond with an animal. Nothing like it. It truly blows my mind how much my dogs love my wife and I. We're their whole world. Anytime I hear of someone having to put their animal down, I can't help but get choked up and sad for them. The worst part about the whole thing is them not being able to truly understand in words what they mean to you. The beach at night. Ocean breeze and crashing waves are life-changing. A solar eclipse. Get planning for the 8th of April, 2024 if you're in North America. Traveling outside of your hometown, preferably out of your own culture comforts. Even open-minded people aren't as empathetic as they think they are until they've really experienced a different side of living. Seeing people in a third world country, with almost nothing, is definitely an eye-opening experience. Then, when you see that many of them are happy, it really makes you think about what's important in life. A soul-crushing customer service job that you can't afford to quit. Not because it builds character, but because it'll foster a sense of empathy for and camaraderie with people who serve you when you're the customer. Waiting tables, food service and retail as well. You actually learn awesome skills, tips and tricks. But more so, the empathy and compassion. I genuinely enjoyed all the jobs I worked in those sectors. But some people umph. A cat purring on your lap. I am eternally devastated for anyone allergic to cats. I'm allergic to cats, but thanks to Zetech, TM, I own 4 kitties. Seeing a bunch of fireflies. You would not believe your eyes. To truly like themselves. A restaurant job. Hardest job I ever had was a line cook. Least pay as well. Being broke as F with no one to bail you out but yourself. Solid agree here. Never had allowance as a kid, so had to get all my toys or candy bootstrap scrapping for loose change or cans to recycle. So much more satisfying that way. A true unconditional friendship. Deleted. Been like this on occasions when my parents would up and disappear. Learned to craft homemade pasta sauce and bean burritos and more like this. Gave me new appreciation for culinary ingenuity. My initial answer to this is requited love BCMO, the sweet surrendering of your true self unto another person because they cherish you is just, without equal, but life and relationships are complicated. So my real answer is a well-made big ass breakfast burrito with hot sauce. Everybody deserves that at least once. Wow, this comment started out good and ended up perfect. Agreed with everything, especially the hot sauce. While nobody wants to fail, experiencing failure can teach valuable lessons and help build resilience. Traveled to Vietnam last November. I would say the Trang and boat ride in Ninh Bình. One of the most cathartic and healing experiences I had. Boat takes you under caves and it's like you are in a different world outside too. Huge limestone hills and green water. It was drizzling when I was there and the whole feeling was light and calm. Waking up next to their partner and being overcome with love and emotion for them. Watching them sleep for a few moments and then going back to sleep. Or having them reach out for you while they're dead asleep. Psilocybin mushrooms. Doing them in a safe, measured way, not just shoving a handful in your mouth. In a positive environment with a person you trust is truly a worldview changing experience. I don't know if I have the right temperament for this. I don't think I have the inner emotional stability to emerge undamaged.